Welcome to Coin Engineer. Today we are gonna talk about the current news in the Bitcoin and the current cryptocurrencies. As you know about the cryptocurrency in these days, the stable coins are down because of the speculations of the bet market in these days. And now we are gonna talk about the bet market, and we are gonna talk about Bitcoin. We are gonna talk about every single details in this topic. So basically, we are also talking the news in the Tron side as well, and there are so many current news and breaking news. Now I'm gonna give the words to the Billion.
Hello, guys, and welcome to another live stream. We are on air with you as every week. We do the same. We are speaking the huge news, huge opportunities on the market. And today there are no opportunities. There are only the thing that we are talking is how can we save ourselves? How can we not to get catch with the dump? So there are some topics that we are going to discuss today, which is the USDCs, the peg, and also the Gemini stablecoin. It has the pegged also. Are those scary? Should we get scared? Should we sell everything and go away, or should we buy? Should we speculate? Should we speculate them that they will go to a dollar again and buy them? The answer will be given in this live stream, guys. But before, I want to talk about the Bitcoin's latest movements. I want to talk about Bitcoin charts. You can see the Bitcoin chart at the screen at the moment. If we understand what Bitcoin does at the moment, we will understand the next movement on the market, the next movement of stablecoins. The important thing is when Bitcoin retraced to the Fibonacci 618 level, it's a crucial level. It's a crucial point. Why? Because Bitcoin started a rally, started 2023 with a rally, and ever since the end of this February, it has rallied. But now at the March, we couldn't see the same rally. We only saw retracements. What happened was there are lower highs and lower lows. You can see at the screen, you can see at the chart, there are lower highs and lower lows. And what that means is the rally has been finished. And that happened, that got an approval when we broke down $21,300. That was a support line. That was a crucial support line because it was our higher low. It was our higher low at the trend line. You can see that. And when we broke it down to $20,000, the uptrend has been finished. That's official at the moment. What we should see is that we should see new higher highs and higher lows, but we should be prepared. We should be sure that it's not a bear continuation pattern. If that's a bear continuation pattern, that's a risky thing. What can be? What can it be? What can it look like? If Bitcoin goes up to the 21,300 level, this level, and then if it gets a rejection from this point, then the downtrend will continue. Where it will go, where will we, Bitcoin find a support line? I don't know. At the last live stream, we talked about it either. I said in the last stream that I'm not talking about any support lines. I don't want to talk about support lines because no one knows when Bitcoin stops falling. No one knows it. And the same thing that I said in the live stream, in the last live stream, it happened. Bitcoin is dumping ever since. Bitcoin is going down ever since. And we have to be careful about that. So don't try to find the bottom. Don't try to find the bottom because you never know when Bitcoin stops. You only lose your money. You only lose your balance. The thing that you must do is find a pattern, find the formation to trade. When it comes, you can trade. But if there's anything on the market, don't speculate. Don't gamble with your money because when you gamble, it's guaranteed that maybe in the short term you can earn something, but in the long term, it's 100% guaranteed that you will lose money. So the price levels that I'm watching now is the $20,000. You can see the Fibonacci retracement level 618. We are on it at the moment. If Bitcoin breaks it, the dump will continue. Where the same thing as I've said earlier. I don't know. If Bitcoin goes up, if Bitcoin gives us a retracement to $21,300, that's a hopeful situation, because if it breaks it, there might be a Libra formation. What is Libra formation? If a pattern starts like a head and shoulders, you can see the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder didn't happen. It broke the neckline. It broke the neckline. And if it breaks the neckline again, the price level that we want to see is the top of the left shoulder. The top of the left shoulder stands at $23,700. If Bitcoin goes up to this point and gives a retracement, not a retracement, if it keeps falling down, it's not supposed to go up to this point. It may start falling at these levels, at 22,000 levels. That doesn't matter. The maximum point is the blue line. You should be careful about that. If Bitcoin starts falling again, that's the perfect position to open short orders. That's the perfect position. So you gotta do this. And that's everything for the Bitcoin today. If you have any questions, you can ask us at the comment section, and we will answer your questions. Now I'm giving word to other participants. If you have anything to say, if you have anything that you want to see on Bitcoin chart, your strategies, you can talk about.
Thank you, Bilgin. I want to say just that before everything, our team is determined that in these days there are some investment on Bitcoin side, like 100 billion or 200 billion dollars in these days, and our journalists determined that with the current news, and if the investment has been done, Bitcoin can be $28,000. They say that while the dumping is happening in these days, and maybe if the investment continuously enter in these days in this side, and this can be happen. And yeah, you say the shoulder formation on the Bitcoin chart, and we are also keening on positive, but there are bad things speculate, like the Justin Sun in the Tron side, and we don't want to happen this. And now we are watching on the stable coins, and we are hoping that the incident solve very fast and rapidly. So basically, these days the Bitcoin can be raised, but the news can be good in these days. And as you know, the crypto GPT in the DAO maker and the all AI pets in these days, they are not so much hype, and we estimate that the 10x or 11x is not enough for that. And unfortunately, in the fundamental side, there are some troubles. So basically, we are waiting good news in these sites, because we want to continuously GPT things, and the BOGPT as well. With the Microsoft side, maybe go fast, and maybe the Bitcoin survive for this. And in the fundamental things, the Ethereum Denver event has been done in the previous day, and it almost finished. And we also gave the news from the Move ecosystem, like the Sui and the Aptos, and they are also preparing the launch of the Sui after the version 3 of the Sui. Now, the copy project is now current in the DevNet parts. It's separated from the Sui, but in the previous they are stick together with Sui. And this is important because the NFTs are inside, while the airdrop news also in the current market. They will also give the NFTs like the copy, like the 8,192 NFTs, Blue Move NFTs. In this site, there are also important news. But I don't know some news from this side, because we are keening on the Binance and the Binance news because of the boost BUSD, because BUSD also lost its peg, and we are now keening on this because Binance is the first jacks in the world, and now we are continue on the boost BUSD and the BNB instead, and this is the key point why we are very very far away from the current situation of the news from the fundamental analysis. This is the key point. If there is the NFT news, maybe Arda can answer and go on for this side. Arda, please go on, man. If there is news from the NFTs.
I don't think a lot of things happened in the last week, but as I said, the 12 folds project was sold out by Yuga Labs, as I mentioned in the last stream. I believe even the lowest offer was like 5 bitcoins. I don't know if I remember it correctly, but as I said, it was too expensive for us, so we didn't, get the chance to buy them. But it was a huge news, and also as we mentioned in the last, stream, the like services like Ethereum name service and Space ID BNB name service, and also as Mert mentioned, Lance protocol is rising. And actually, in the stream, when we talked about Lance Protocol, the floor price of the whole collection was, nearly like $100, and it's now it's $120. So it's maybe it's not a big profit or big rise, but it showed the resistance to the last fall news, the negative news of the market. So it's a positive side for the protocols like Ethereum name service, and also all name services on different networks.
This is not current, but this is not exact, but maybe this can be the opportunity for the move to earners. If you can continuously subscribe on the artifact side, the artifact shoes has been collaborated with the Nike, and then they want to start for the move to earn side from the OpenSea, and maybe they can release their own application in the phone. And we also talked with the Takashi Murakami team in the Istanbul Blockchain Week lots of months ago. But the level 99 is started for the application as well. And maybe this can be opportunity for this site, but this is not exact because it also dumped approximately 10x. This is the key point why the NFTs now not increasing the numbers of the market, and we are also waiting for the Ethereum side. Uh, Even if the Ethereum Denver has been done, the Ethereum is not affected so much because of this bad news, and this is the bad thing. But after this spring, we think there are lots of events in the world, and we also prepare with the billion for Singapore token 20 and 49, and maybe this can be opportunity for the new projects, and this can be the opportunity for new things instead. And we are lots of hope in the crypto, even if the bad things in these days, but we can continue for the bad market, and we can look at these good news and good opportunities in the airdrop. Remember this: Aptos is released in the bad market with the $100 opportunity for the airdroppers, and you can also look at the airdrops as well, like Sui, Sei, and the Shardu. And we are looking these for projects in this site, and we are also waiting for the opportunities as well. And Billion, you can also continue with the news, the other projects like Aptos, Sei, Sui, or something, and you can also look at the graphic of the Aptos, and maybe we can look at this side, because while the Bitcoin is dumping, and while the bad news from the Bitcoin side and the peg sides from the stable coins, the Aptos is stable while these news are bad. And what do you think about this situation, man?
Actually, I think it's time to speak about the depegging problems at the moment instead of Aptos, because we have some questions from our viewers too. The Coinbank 20 is asking what happened to stable coins, and will the peg of USDT be broken too? The thing is, why did USDC depeg? It's because it's connected to the Silicon Valley Bank. The Silicon Valley Bank got bankrupt, and now it's announced that USDC, the circle minter of USDC, have been stocking some of the dollars of the which are backing USDC in the bank, in the Silicon Valley Bank. And so when they got bankrupt, the people got afraid of the thought that the USDC is no longer backed. It's not 100% lost. Only some of those, some of a portion of the money is lost. Actually, we don't know if it's lost or not. Can it be retrieved? The announcements will come about it. The many things are not known still, but the USDC got the peg. That's a sure thing. And now it's going nearly at the 93 cents or something. I'm not sure. The DAI got the peg again. Yeah, thank you, Coinbank. He wrote the current prices of DAI and TUSD, and also Gemini's stablecoin got the pegged also. Block Gambit said this is why DAI actually is the safest stablecoin, but unfortunately, I don't have good news for you, Block Gambit, since DAI got the peg too. It's currently 93 cents, close to 94 cents. That's because the Justin Sun have been turning his USDCs into DAI, and the FUD applied to DAI again. So all the stable coins, nearly every stable coin, but the USDT is pegged at the moment. Why didn't USDT the peg? Because USDT has its own bank. It's an offshore bank. They say that all the backing assets are in their bank. They got their audits. There are some question marks about it also, but we believe that they have all the backing assets. And the USDT is at where is it? Back in time, we saw the same situation with USDT. It dumped to nearly 75 cents, but eventually it went back to $1. Why? Because it's not an algorithmic stablecoin. The algorithmic stablecoins have a huge risk that if they depeg once, they might not be able to retrieve its balance like a dollar. Its balance is the dollar again. We saw it with the Luna crisis. The UST got pegged, and they tried to save UST, but they lost Luna, and at the end they lost both of those. So don't gamble about the situation. If you have USDC, if you are afraid of that USDC might go down, you can sell, you can trade it with USDT, or you can trade them with USD, actual USD, the dollar. But if you ask me, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't sell my USDC because I trust USDC. But don't take my words as a 100% guaranteed thing, because I don't know. I'm at the same situation like you guys. I don't know what will happen in the future. I'm not doing anything with those stable coins. I'm not speculating. I'm not gambling. So that's all the things at the moment. If you have anything to add, John and Arda, about the stablecoin situation, what do you think will happen to USDC?
As you said, we don't know what happens. Yesterday no one was expecting something like this to happen, but it happened overnight. So it might happen again. Maybe something worse might happen. So we don't know. It's the best thing we can do is to play safely, I think, in this situation.
Yeah, I think John lost his connection again at the third time in the stream.
Guys, thank you so much for your time. Maybe we can end this broadcast and we can talk about the current situations and the current good things after that bad incidents. And we don't want to be any bad things in these sites. And thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching us, and have a nice day.
See you guys.
Take care. Until next time.